want to retire in Chile, in South America. And but the city was beautiful. The buildings were quite spectacular. Of course, you have the beautiful Andes Mountain, just background. And so after that, we flew to Argentina to study one of the very high-grade gold, which Leon and his partner Bart, they were operating that mine, the concession that they were operating. And we were there as consultants to try to help them to do some fundraising for the project over in Argentina. So that's how we got to know Leon and Bart and the Trident group. So they have an excellent team. I was impressed by the team, the humility of the team, the professionalism, and the expertise. I mean, they had 200 over staff in the Argentina mine, which is a giant mine, by comparison to Kela that we're doing. Yes. So I had a good learning experience together with my partner, Elder Jehu, and Dr. Robert McWarry. And so after that, we came back, and then Leon and Bart came to Singapore. We introduced them to prospective funders and so on. And in the process, we got to know them much, much better last December. So then there was an opportunity that we have with this Chile mine, So Leon shared about it. I thought about it. I evaluated it, and then eventually he was a good marketer and good communicator. So I was sold, So I put up the seed money to get the whole mine started, and lo and behold, by March we discovered there was 350,000 ounces of gold in Kela 2. So it turned out to be a very rich gold mine. So after that, the report came out on 14 April, and then I started getting investors to be interested, so that you can become wealthy and rich. But every investment involves risk. So tonight we are going to evaluate the risk. We let Leon present, and then you can ask whatever questions you want. Okay, no one is obligated to participate in the investments. But so far we have most of the people came for the Zoom session. At least half of them or more are investing into the mine from America and overseas and to Singapore. Okay, but we're not taking big investment because we have only $2 million allocation. Okay, we only $2 million allocation as founder shares for 20% of the company. So we're valuing the mine at $10 million today. But the gold deposit there is estimated at about $1.2 billion. At $1.2 billion at today's gold price, the deposit the 700,000 ounces of gold, if it is confirmed by drilling and so on, would be worth at least $150 to $200 million. And if gold prices go up, it might be worth much more than that. If the drilling results are good, the numbers may even go up further. So we are investing at a level of about 1/15 or 1/20 of the true value of the investment. If we exploit and drill, and with the professionals coming in, I think they are a professional team, they're excellent, and they will be able to get us excellent results. Okay, so Leon will do the presentation, and then you ask all the difficult questions. The easy questions I will answer later. Hey, Leon.
Thank you, Mr. Lee, for that excellent introduction. It's everything Mr. Lee mentioned is correct. All big gold mines start small. It doesn't mean that all small mines are going to be big. Gold mining is a risky business. This is not something that, it's high risk, it's high return. When the stars align and you have the right deposit, the earnings are second to none. And if it doesn't pan out as you expect, then you can lose money, obviously, right? So I think it's important just to make that clear at the beginning, that it's not something you put your whole life savings into. It's something you decide personally if that's for you and what you're willing to risk. And that's the basis that Mr. Lee and I are trying to share, and that's why it's a larger group of people and smaller amounts. Coming back to the project, so I first found out about Kela, and I'm going to show some videos and things here in a minute, but I'll just give a little overview. I found out about Kela because of my geologist, Nivaldo Rojas. When he worked in Yamana Gold, they were interested in the district of Kayla, right? So Kayla is Kayla 2 and Kayla 1. They're two claims. You'll see here shortly visually how that is. And it's 100 hectares and 100 hectares. But Yamana Gold was interested in Kayla, Ana, Chamuscala, meaning 5 or 6 properties around this Kayla 1 and Kayla 2. So Kayla 1 and 2 are kind of like the gems of the parcel, or the kingstones, or the star deposits. Not because I'm saying so, but because of the history. So